Hello my dear viewers. This is Marina and channel Made in Russland. And you know what? I am an ardent admirer of Russian holidays. And today, the whole Christian world is celebrating the greatest holiday, Easter. Yeah, honestly, the Easter is the central holiday in Christian world, symbolizing the triumph of life over death and the hope for spiritual rebirth. And welcome to Moscow. I'm ready to show you everything interesting, what's going on today on this Easter Sunday. Let's get started. This holiday unites millions of believers, recalling the resurrection of Jesus Christ and his victory over sins. And today, this day, is a time of joy, prayer, and family warmth. And our beloved president, Mr. Putin, announced the ceasefire, the Easter ceasefire, or the Easter truce, that will be lasting for 30 hours. Will a one-day truce be the beginning of the long-term ceasefire? My dear viewers, write down in comments, what is your opinion? Yes, the Easter is the main Christian holiday, which is celebrated in honor of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And you can hear the bells are ringing everywhere, all around Moscow and all Christian cities and towns and villages. By the way, it's so very hot today in Moscow. The temperature is about plus 30, and it's not normal for us. You see, the trees are not green yet. The normal temperature could be just plus 15 maybe, but not like this. But it's good, why not? Yes, I told you before that Russians are keeping the traditions and customs, and here on this Easter exhibition you may get acquainted with traditional ancient Russian musical instruments. Its name is gusli, and you see different shapes, different forms, and the sound is so soft and the melodies are really wonderful. Do you see the million of painted Easter eggs behind me? Yes, it's another tradition to paint eggs. I will tell you about some customs and traditions. I hope you are with me. Yes? And Russian television is here as well. Not only bloggers filming eggs. Yeah, it's really amazing. However, the date of celebration is different every year. Did you know that? And in Western and Eastern traditions, it often does not coincide. However, it also happens that Catholic and Orthodox Easter are celebrated on the same day. And this is exactly what happens today in 2025. The calendars of both faiths indicate that the date of Easter falls on April 20. It's great! It seems to me that it's a great sign because we are all brothers. And what do you make of that? Truth be told, it's not such a rare phenomenon. And it occurs about once every 3 years. For example, the next Easter will coincide in 2028, then in 2034. But I want to hope that everything will be perfect. I will be on TV, on Russian TV, Moscow 24 channel, because I said some words about celebration this bright holiday. But guys, you may ask me, how is the date of Easter calculated? Both Orthodox and Catholics determine the date of Easter according to the same rules. The holiday falls on the first Sunday after the first full moon, following the vernal equinox. However, the Catholic Church focuses on the vernal equinox according to the Gregorian calendar, while the Orthodox Church focuses on the Julian calendar. Christians greet each other with the words, "Christ is risen," and the answer is "truly risen." And during this greeting, Orthodox Christians kiss each other 3 times. I will show you right now because my friend Alona visited my house today. Let's see. Every Easter morning starts with the Easter eggs, Easter cake kulich, and Easter cottage cheese with the seeds and nuts and dried fruits. Oh, Leona is coming with presents. Wow! Иисус воскресе! Воистину воскрес! Ah, new Easter eggs. Wonderful. Okay, let's start celebration. My dear friends, it's scrumptious. It's traditional, typical Russian traditional dish for Easter. And please write down in comments, what do you eat for this divine holiday? And we beat eggs. Yeah, I'm the champion.
Давай.
Coming back to our exhibition, I'd like to say that all these amazing, extraordinary, giant eggs were painted by Russian people, not painters probably sometimes. My dear viewers, welcome to Moscow. And you'll have a chance to paint your own egg. Yes, you can easily express your thoughts and minds and your talents in painting Easter eggs. What egg do you like the most? This or that? Or perhaps romantic style? Or you prefer something traditional? Or funny? Perhaps very modern. On Saturday, the eve of Easter, All the people, all the residents are going to church to consecrate Easter eggs and Easter cakes. It's very touching tradition, Orthodox tradition. My dear viewers, my dear Catholic viewers, please write down in comments, do you have the same tradition to visit your local church on the eve of the Easter? Muscovites adore exhibitions, and here is Easter exhibition where you can find Easter goods and Easter dishes, Easter delicacies such as wonderful Easter cake kulich, or different souvenir eggs. So pretty. It reminds me of my childhood. So touching. Some of Easter cakes are masterpieces. Prices are not low for sure, but you see it looks wonderful with white chocolate and nuts. Price is about maybe $18 for one kulich. I enjoy roaming around this beauty because it's aesthetically pleasing. And the decoration of these pavilions is aesthetically pleasing as well. It's all about peaceful mind and peaceful lifestyle. The preparation for Easter lasts throughout the land. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. And on Holy Week, on Holy Thursday, we call it Clean Thursday, it's a custom to paint the eggs and to bake the Easter cake, kulich, and to cook the cottage cheese Easter, cottage cheese Pascha. I showed you set on my table. And Thursday is called clean because on this day all Orthodox Christians strive to clear their minds and thoughts and visit the church and dedicate this day putting the house in order. And my dear viewers, there is a tradition to wash their windows on Thursday, on Clean Thursday. It's a pity I didn't do it. And what about you? Did you wash all your windows in your house 2 days ago? I didn't do it because we've just bought new windows for our house and they are all clean, they're sparkling. Wow, everything is so attractive in every corner of this exhibition. And this charming carousel. Wow, long queue. Where? To ride a carousel. A pretty dog. I'd buy all this stuff. But there's no free space in my apartment. It's so nice to see that people are happy. Russians are beautiful people, yes? How to create the holiday mood? Come to Moscow and try to feel this holiday vibe. Today, festive services from magnificent cathedrals are broadcast on TV all day. The liturgy is currently being broadcast from the Cathedral of Christ the Savior. I wish I'm there. It's very, very beautiful. I mean, Russian Orthodox traditions. In total, there are 38 Easter venues in Moscow today, but what am I going to show you right now? I hope you can see the Kremlin towers already. I want to show you, I want to film for you amazing Orthodox church located right on the Red Square, because it's really very beautiful. And if my memory serves me right, I haven't ever filmed this church for you, but now it's time to do it. Why not? Because we are celebrating Easter today. And I'm walking along Tverskaya Street, the main street of Moscow, the busiest street of Moscow that leads straight to the heart of Russia, Red Square and Kremlin. And let's continue our trip today. Our famous Red Square, and people, tourists and locals pay attention to historical museum, Kremlin itself with its amazing towers, and St. Basil's Cathedral and main Universal store, but not this small church sometimes. In my opinion, this Kazansky Cathedral is a real treasure box in Orthodox culture. Let's go inside. The week after the Easter is called Bright Week, and traditionally everyone has the free access to the bell towers. Can you just imagine? You can come to Russia, choose the church, the cathedral you like, climb the bell tower and play the best play in your life. What will your soul sing for us? It's time to listen to traditional Russian, ancient music. Easter, I found in metro station very interesting musicians. Have a look.